Alright. Hi there, Pete. I told you I'd make you a video on, how, kind of how to do wraps. I'm not going to really be doing a wrap right now. This is my lathe. It's just basically one of them lathes that Todd sell. I don't use, whenever I wrap linen, I don't use a linen press. I use just a hot iron. This is basically a flat iron that my wife used to use for straightening her hair. I think you can get them at Walmart for like $40, and it does exactly what I want it to do. I press it, gets hot, varnishes it. It does exactly what the tool that you're looking at that's $150 does. And then I think you have to add what is it, $70 for the flat iron to smooth it out. That's basically $40 or leftover flat iron that you're straightening your hair out with. Definitely cheaper. So something to consider. Reverse motor. When it comes down to that, it really will benefit you when you're wrapping. When you're cutting off any items, whenever you're doing tips and stuff, it's actually going to be turning towards you. Whenever you do a wrap. Now this is just on your standard motion motor, just one way, just like over here on this is my south bend over here. It only turns one direction, so just cut direction. It's a little messy over there, I know. So basically, it's turning directly towards me. Basically, left would be the, well, I guess right would be the direction that it's turning right now. And basically, all it does is it enables the bit to cut. You don't want to wrap in this particular spot, but if that's the only motor that you have, you can actually, if you have room for it, you can actually flip on the opposite side. You'll be able to wrap your cue on this side of the table. But if you have a reverse motor, it's going to turn the opposite direction, which will allow you to wrap your cue. So basically, I'm going to throw this tip on really quick. I cut a portion off. I have Atlas cleaner. I use this just to clean off all the ferrules. And if you don't do that, the glue that you use to put the tip on will actually leave a blue mark on the ferrule. Just clean that up a little bit. Now I cut the rest of this off here. You'll turn it up a little bit as you go. Doesn't take a whole lot of speed to do it. You just want to make sure you have a nice clean surface, and we do. Next, of course, your glue that you're going to use is just Loctite. This is the gel formula. This is the best that I've personally found. Gel, you don't have to use near as much. The next thing you'll do is your tip. This is a Lee Pro. I think you buy a box of them for like $30. I charge $10 to put a tip on Lee Pros, and so on and so on. You want to sand the back off. Normally there's a glaze on it. Let's see if I can get one of them out. There's normally a glaze on the back of it. You want to sand the back of it off. Not too bad. I use flat surface, 320 sandpaper, and a flat surface, and a circular motion. So 2 fingers, about like that, circular motion. And make sure you don't touch this surface with your fingers, same way on the ferrule. So now we got our glue. A couple different ways you can do this. You can actually take and put it on your lathe. Glue's already starting to come out just because it's gel. And that's about it. It doesn't take a whole lot. Put that back in our box. We've got our tailstock back here. I've actually got what they call a concave center in the back of it. So it actually concaves inside of it here. If you can see that or not. So basically what I'm going to do, you can see how much glue I've got on there. Not very much, right? Just come up to the tip, dab it, I pull it off. I dab it again, do the same thing, pull it off. Last one, I push, give it a little pressure, push my tailstock up, pull it forward, and of course your machine is going to be a little bit different than mine, and then I lock it down. And then my paper towel that I used earlier to clean it, I take that glue and I wipe that excess glue off. Normally it takes about 5 minutes for this to dry, or a little bit sooner than that, and then you'll go to cutting it off. So that's just a general application on putting a tip on. There you are, Pete. Thanks.